Oh yes, I like you so much. You're a pretty little thing, aren't you? So nice to be all alone with you. Yes.
Sergey, what are you doing?
Teddybear, what are you doing here? I told you, it's my cheat on my wife with the knife day. I'm supposed to be alone, go away! Well, I'm sorry you had to hear that.
You can't cheat on your wife. She's the only good thing you have. That and your Witcher 3 saves.
Of course I can. You know, there are some things that my wife isn't willing to do, but this little thing is.
Like what?
Well, like building a bow drill from a eucalyptus tree, for example.
What? You can't make a eucalyptus bow drill?
Why not?
Because you're stupid.
I am not. I'm not stupid. I'll make this bow drill. Just wait and see, Teddybear. You evil. Now, to make the bow drill, I'm going to introduce you to my new girlfriend. My new girlfriend was supplied to me by Alon Gal, a really talented Israeli knife maker. And, I mean, just look at this little thing. It's over 18. It's legal, right? I guess. Now, first thing that jumps to me when you take this knife is just how comfortable it is to hold. These wooden scales that he made, the handle, I mean, it is so comfortable. Really, really, really comfortable. It fits my average sized hand, I guess, perfectly. I mean, there is no play in this knife whatsoever. It might be less comfortable to people with large hands, but I mean, that's their problem. Get smaller hands next time, right? It is full tang of s35vn steel. Now that says something. You need kahunas to make s35vn blades, because I mean, it is expensive steel. If you mess up something, you're out of a lot of monies. He didn't mess up a lot of things here, or none that I can see. Now, it is 5mm thick, so this will stand up to abuse, and I mean, I'll show it up close later, but the tip here is really, really, really thick. I mean, this is not going to break on you. The pins are greatly made, mosaic, and the one thing that I would really pay some good money here is for jimping right here, where my thumb goes. I mean, other than that, this knife is super comfortable. Let's test if it's sharp, strong, and whatever. Here she is up close, the love of my life, the apple of my eye, the replacement of my wife. Owies! My wife just threw a pine cone at me. Oh, look at her! No, not the Teddybear too! I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's get back to the video. Action. Alright, so first we're going to make ourselves a little baton. So we will remove the bark here from this eucalyptus tree, which isn't that easy because that thing wants to stay on like it pays rent here. Man, this knife is sharp. It removes the bark easily, and I mean, it is comfortable. Look at the width of this bark. Usually I do it with an axe, but you know, we're testing a knife. Yep. Man, this stuff is flying everywhere. Eucalyptus is such a weird tree, I swear. the thick tip of it makes me actually kind of want to pry this a little. Yeah. Awesome. So far the knife does a good job at cutting and is super comfortable. I mean, it's not going anywhere with this handle of it. My hand isn't getting tired of holding it. So I mean, job well done right here. I'll do me some light batoning now to thin it out a little. Let's see how that goes. Cut. God damn. Man, this thing is thick. Yep. There we go. I'm telling you guys, this knife is a freaking beast. Now this isn't really hard to use yet, but I mean, this knife ain't going anywhere. Man, I like it. I like it so far. Okay, so the first thing we need for the bow drill is the hearthboard. The hearthboard is what we'll be drilling into. This piece of eucalyptus will be what we'll make it out of. Now some people actually take the time and carve their boards by hand with a knife without using batoning. Me, I'm not that patient, I guess, so I'll guess we'll just baton it to the general shape that we want and then hopefully carve it to something that will more resemble what we need. So, wow, this knife goes through the log like butter, like it's not even there. The one downside is that this knife isn't really long enough, so I'm having some problem hitting it right, but when I do, I mean, look at this, beautiful. Now we'll do it from the other side as well. Now because it is thick, you can actually see that it cleaved it. I mean, it's 5mm. It cleaved the wood. This is beautiful. Man, this is so easy. The size kind of gets in our way because again this is not a large knife. Oh, man. Okay. Whew. So we've made it. Crooked as hell, but that's the wood fault, not the knife. Now we'll just trim it to a little square. Damn, this is twisted. Like really, really twisted. It'll be interesting how we'll straighten it out later. No, bad knife, bad. This wood is really, really twisted. This is actually kind of a new territory for me. Never made a hearthboard out of a twisted wood, but it will be fun, I guess. Because now we'll actually do some proper carving. Begin one time.
Action.
Okay. So turning this twisted wood into something more straight is really fun. This knife performs really well. It is really comfortable to hold, except for this part. This here needs jimping. I'm sorry, I'm a jimping guy. I love my jimping. And, I mean, it does a pretty good work. I have no idea how a eucalyptus will actually fare as a friction fired tree. I hope it will be well. But so far so good. We have something resembling a square, and we'll just keep on, carving. Okay, so after a lot of cutting and splitting and carving, we are focusing on this area from here to here. You can see it gets sort of square-like, and we are trying to flatten it out as much as possible with the knife, just with the knife, so that we will have a flattish surface to work with. And we are almost there, to be honest. Soon we'll make our drill. The hand block is already, we'll make it from fat wood, and I mean, we're almost ready to go. Wood feels kind of wet, to be honest, so I don't know how well it will take, but maybe we'll still build it, let it dry, and then test it out. Alright, talk to you later.
Action.
So this is going to be our drill. This thing isn't as straight as I'd like it to be, but I think that we can straighten it out in the carving process. Yep. Obviously, we need to remove the bark to see what it looks like, and then, yeah, it's a bit crooked. Let's try to straighten it out. I don't know. Maybe I'll just look for a straighter stick. I don't know. I mean, is it politically correct to say it these days? That I want a straighter stick? I don't know. As all the politically correctness, I mean, maybe a crooked stick is what I deserve. Or what I need right now. Okay, so we are actually did quite a progress with the drill. Now we're finishing the thinner part of it. We'll make it a bit more round. The knife, look, the knife is sharp as hell. In fact, despite it bit quite little, because of its width and sharpness, it does a pretty nice job at this, shape chopping, I think it's called, or at least that's what I call it. It's when you chop something into the shape you want. Takes some getting used to, but I mean, this knife does it really well. Now, not every knife is actually good at this, But this one is very comfortable, and I can work on it with it rather safely, and I mean the comfort level of handling this knife is out of this world. I mean, this is a little work of art. No wonder I cheat on my wife with it. She's not throwing any pine cones at me, so it's okay. I've survived the joke. Now, to round this off, this is the hard part of every bow drill. To make this as round and pretty as possible, while still maintaining its width. Yeah. Good luck with that. This is the part, this exactly, that I hate about bow drills. But you know. Well, I guess that we'll start shaping with this. I don't know. Don't think that it's round enough. But, oh well, we'll see. So this is our board. Hardboard. So this is our board. This is our drill. This is a huge drill, so I hope it will go well. For our handle, we'll be using fatwood. Fatwood is great for holding the drill from above, because it is a self-lubricating wood, so it never dries out and it always maintains high friction. Also, because it is self-lubricating, it is like the best material for handmade bushcraft sex toys. So like if you're looking for some late night action, this is what you want. Now let's chop it up in half. Sorry, not on our board. And look at this fatwood. I mean, I'm kind of bummed that I won't be burning it, but it will go to a good purpose. Making the notches with this is really comfortable. As you can see, it cuts easily and smoothly, even after all the work that you've put it through. That's s35vn steel for you, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, look at this, still sharp, extremely sharp. Can't complain there. Okay, so this eucalyptus really kicked my ass. I mean, first getting the right spindle, drill, man, that was hard. I made the bow out of eucalyptus root, and I'm still using the fatwood for the handle. But I mean, look, it keeps working. There was even a little smoke there. Right now, yeah, that's hot. Right now we're burning in the hole, which means that we're making it fit for the drill, and then we'll make the V cut, and that would be a proper working bow drill. That wasn't easy making it. I mean, that drill needs to be really round. But we've burnt in the hole, which is nice. After some more work, after making I'll make the V-cut. I think I'll let this wood dry out for a couple of days before making that, and I'll keep this set. This will be this is my bow drill set, which is pretty neat. And in a couple of days, when this will all dry out, I'll actually try to make fire with it. Now what you have to say for yourself, Teddy Bear?
Me.
Stupid Teddy Bear. Now, what's my verdict about this knife? This is a very, very, very comfortable, holding wise, and beautiful knife. It is extremely sharp, and I've put it through some abuse here during the bow drill making, and it had kept its edge. What I lacked in this knife is a proper jimping right here where my thumb is. Also, I find this piece right here, when I used to cut this way backwards, this piece would constantly bump me into the hand, which was quite annoying. But the elegance, the beauty, the craftsmanship of this knife, the quality of this steel, I mean, this knife isn't big, but it will, I mean, there is almost no chance of you breaking it. That is 5mm high quality s35vn steel. I mean, good luck. The only thing that you might actually somehow break would be the wooden handles, and then I don't know how you do it, but you probably did it wrong. I very much enjoyed this knife. I need to clean it up a bit, and well, Alon made here a beautiful, beautiful knife for bushcraft. This would actually, I mean, you can use it for tactical application as well. It's a bit shiny for that, I admit, but I mean, look at that blade shape. I mean, that will go and do whatever you need it to do. So I like this knife a lot. It is gorgeous. I love the handles. Obviously it's a bit dirty now because I've used it, but I mean, look at it. Wait, focus. The blade, the edge. No, there. Moment. There we go. The edge, as you can see, looks as good as new. Look at this. The edge looks, well, I mean, as if it hadn't been touched. But let's make the manscape test. For my last edge retention test, we will see if this knife still manscapes. Yep, the manscaping is strong with that one.